Hey YouTube, Darren here. Man, long day. Bunch of stuff, work related, but it was good. Hey, it was okay. I think it was like, it was a long day, 10 hours, something like that. Anyway, we're gonna do some video today. We're gonna do some shout outs. We're gonna try to look at this weed eater and that push mower and get it finished up. Hang on. That push mower. And try to get these guys either finished up or kill them, one or the other. Spin you around. Let's do some shout outs, guys. Sulphur City Designs for all your off-road mower modding and stickage needs. T-shirts, hoodies, decals, good stuff, custom stuff if you need it. Southern Off-Road Mowers on Facebook. Go to it, post some junk. You know, we love it when you do, but you don't have to, but still go to it and look. We're growing. We've got some plans going on too. Now, let me pronounce this name. Boonlert Varun Dumple. Thank you very much for subscribing, man. I appreciate it. Wallace Sear on the Google Plus. Mercedes Stevenson, also on Google Plus. Thank you very much, Mercedes. Cowie Cross, thanks for subscribing, man. John Roberts. Mr. MJC 1968, thanks for subscribing, man. Jordan Skillen, thanks for all those freaking shares, man. Chris Larrabee, Sharing Machine, The Mechanic Dave, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. O2 Warrior, thanks for sharing. Corey Scott, thanks for sharing, Corey. Richard Downer, thanks for sharing, Richard. And I hadn't heard from you in a long time. Glad you're doing good, man. I appreciate talking to you. Mower Man, thanks for watching, Mower Man. Our Twitter ID for Southern Off-Road Mowers is SOMROMP. Go to it. Post some junk there too. Actually, we kind of like you to post some junk there because it's just starting out. More to come, guys. Kind of looking at this weed eater. They said it would crank and run a little bit and then it would die. And so the very first things that I go through with these guys now is I pour the gas out. And I look to check the amount of water in the fuel. And this has, you know, it's got about a ½ inch of water in the bottom of that. So that's, to me, that's pretty good, considerable. Went ahead and cleaned the plug out, and we're going to put some fresh fuel in it. That looks kind of dark to me too. I'm not sure exactly how they mixed it. Doesn't smell too bad, but we'll see. So, I'm going to put the plug in. Going to check for fire just to make sure, although they said it does crank. Going to check it anyway. And we're going to put it back together, see if we can get it to crank for a minute. It will crank and run, kind of, sort of. I've adjusted it as much as I can. And it's just not doing anything. So what we're going to do, take that carburetor apart real quick. I want to look and see if there's anything clogged up in that screen. We're going to throw it in there and soak it kind of quick. Now we're back. I got the fans going and everything because this is gasoline. Got it soaking, or getting ready to soak it, because I am out of my Purple Power. Have to go to the store and get some. I'm going to show you. This is a Zama, Z-A-M-A brand carburetor. It's not the worst. It's not the best. And I was just flipping it over and took the sides off and everything. This is what came out of it, and that was just in there like so, and that could be part of the problem. So we're going to take this down to pretty much just basic stuff, and then we're going to clean it all out, blow it out, put it back together, see if it runs. That's all I'm going to do with this guy. So, take about 10 minutes. I'll get back with you in just a second. Okay, guys, I'm going to try to get it to where you can see the mesh screen that is right there. There we go. I think you can see it. We've got that clean. That's one of the biggest things that I always look for on these little things. That's all clean. I'm about to start going down through all these little channels and blow them out and clean them out. I'm going to take out this needle and look at it and see if there's any kind of garbage or junk built up on it or around it. So yeah, this is the tedious crap. Okay, guys, so pulled out this needle, little needle valve here, and cleaned it. It looked good. Put the spring back in, set it back into place. Almost didn't get this little screw out. I think that if this doesn't work, I'm going to tell them I'll give them $10 not to bring it back. So here we go. I'm putting these all back together. Had these soaking. So I mean, it all came nice and clean. It's not going to be for lack of effort. I'm not that great with the weed eaters. Most of the time I can get them going somewhat, but not that great with them. If I didn't have a lot of money, otherwise I would just go ahead and replace these gaskets. They wanted me to see what I could do, go through it and clean it. And I said, okay, I'll do that. So that's why we're not replacing the diaphragms, although it couldn't hurt. Alright guys, more to come. We got this piece back on here, and this is the side that the throttle is going to work. Actually, it's going to sit like that. This right here, where my finger's wiggling, would be the motor. Yeah, that's correct. Would be the motor, and then we'll have the linkage. And then we're going to put that gasket over this one. And this would be the intake side, and this would be the side going to the motor. So if you ever get confused or mixed up, because gosh, I do, take pictures of it with your camera, your phone rather, because it goes a long way. Alright guys, I'm going to get this thing back together. More to come. Now, when we get it back together, this is the high side, it's the low side. It was idling pretty good, so I was trying to rev it up and adjust on the high side to get a good high rev, but it just it wouldn't. So I'm hoping that cleaning it out, we're going to try to readjust it one more time, and then we'll see what we come out with. If it was mine, I would go ahead and replace the gaskets and be done with it, so I could just go ahead and rule that out. But it's not mine. I'm doing it for the customer. Anyway guys, more to come. Got it on there, and what I went ahead and did, the fuel line wasn't too bad, so I trimmed off, or rather I had enough length to trim off what had stretched and what I had pulled, and so we have a new tight fit and seal on both of these fuel lines. Alright, now we're going to put this thing back together and see what we can do. More to come. What's up? What? Go get your ball.
Daddy bought me a new one. Oh, wait a minute. He's got food. Get out of my flowers.
Nothing. Okay guys, now we're back. Well, no joy with the weed eater. Cleaned it up, adjusted it, pulled the carburetor apart, cleaned the carburetor out, and I went back through it and it's doing the same thing, unless they're going to put new gaskets on it and everything. I'm just really not going to mess with it. I'm going to not charge them or anything like that for that, because it didn't take but I could have done it in 30 minutes off camera, but we tried the easy cheap fix. Next thing I got to get is that push mower going for them, and we'll work on that later on this weekend. Got some company coming down tomorrow, going to stay the weekend with us. My niece and her husband James, and you remember James from the video where he helped me with the John Deere. And my thought is that the John Deere is running great. I am not. So we're going to let James ride it around, do some videos. May try to go up the creek or something like that with it. Who knows? It'll be fun. He's young. He heals fast. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. And definitely thanks for all the shares as well. Don't forget to go on to Twitter. Oh, my God. Let me get up. Oh, my God. At SOMROMP. You'll see more about that. Y'all gonna make some mayhem.